Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, I've got my top 10 game changer products for 2025 for mature women. These are going to be things from beauty, from home, from fashion, from lifestyle. They're things that weren't included in my best makeup of 2025 or my best skincare of 2025 videos. I put those both up over the last couple of weeks, and so this video will kind of wrap up the best of 2025 videos, but these are things that didn't really belong in the categories of skincare or makeup. These are things that really help me to up my beauty game or just help me to feel more confident, look better, or do things easier around my house. If you're new here, hi, I'm Angie. I'm 63 and my channel is dedicated to being the best you that you can be as you age. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And while you're down there, if you're looking for links to the other two videos that I mentioned, the best skincare of 2025 or the best makeup of 2025 for more mature skin, you can find both those videos in the description box below the video. Also, all the links will be there, as well as all of my discount codes, and I do have quite a few, so if you're looking for discounts on anything, definitely check out the info box below the video. All right, so let's get into the top 10 game changers of 2025. These are in no particular order, but I am kind of starting in beauty products and then working my way through fashion and then onto a couple of home products at the end. So the first product is one that is indispensable to any mature woman who's trying to get her makeup on, trying to pluck her eyebrows, or do any kind of up-close work that you need to do around your face and just basically see what you're doing. As you know, as we get older, our eyesight tends to decrease a little bit and we can't see as well as we used to. So a magnifying mirror is definitely a product that everyone needs. It's 30x on this side, it's regular magnification on this side. You can travel with it, you can keep it at your vanity or your makeup table or in your bathroom, and it's so inexpensive. It's under $12. It comes in lots of different colors. I chose the matte black, but I love this matte suede finish that it has, so it's easy to hold, but you can also fold the handle flat so that you can lay it on your table and still look in it and see what you're doing if you need to be hands-free. And it also folds up completely flat for travel. I'd been looking for something like this for quite a few years. Everything was either too small and I couldn't see enough of my face in it, or it was attached to a much larger mirror that costs like $200. This is so perfect because of the low price point, and on the magnification side, it's a really good quality mirror, so it doesn't give you a lot of distortion when you're looking into it. Game-changing product number 2 is going to be my oral minoxidil prescription medication. I get this from Alloy. I'm on to about 4 different products from Alloy now since I started with them about 1.5 years ago. But Alloy, just in general, is a great service for perimenopausal and menopausal and postmenopausal women. It's an online service where you can get prescription medications for treating your menopause symptoms like hair loss, like hot flashes, like loss of libido, brain fog, weight gain. I mean, you name it, anything that comes along with menopause that you have to deal with, they have doctors there that can help you and that can prescribe you various medications. If you're not familiar with minoxidil, it's available in 2 forms. There's a liquid that you can get over the counter that you can apply to your scalp that helps with thinning hair, and it also comes in an oral form. And I had been using the topical for years, and I use it in combination with a red light laser device, and that had really helped a lot. But I decided this year, once Alloy came on the scene and made it easy to get prescription for oral minoxidil, I thought I would give it a try. So I started this about 6 months ago, I want to say, and I have really seen a difference in my hair already. The places on my hair that I was really noticing the thinning the most is up here at my temples. I mean, and I had literally a divot in here of no hair. And look at all that hair that's grown in. Like, look at these little baby hairs. That is all new growth since I've started using the minoxidil. This side as well, I'm seeing some growth there as well. This side is always my trouble side that takes a little bit longer, but I gotta say, I'm even seeing like little baby hairs coming in on this side too. So I'm really, really happy with the results I'm seeing already with minoxidil. And just as a side note, I don't have any extensions. This is all my natural hair. Just wanted to make that clear for anyone who was curious or thinking I did. I don't. Not that there's anything wrong with them. They're great if you want them. You know, they can be a really good solution, but I just have never had a need for them. I have very fine hair, but I have a lot of it, but it is getting thinner and thinner the older I get. If you're interested in trying anything from Alloy, I have a $10 off code, I believe, with them, which is Angie10. That's good for prescription medications like HRT, minoxidil. If you want a GLP-1, if you're looking to lose weight, they have those. You can give that a try. Use my $10 off code Angie10 when you sign up. If you're looking for prescription skincare, which I also use from them, I use their estriol cream and I use their tretinoin. I have a $20 off code currently, which is Flashy, and I'll link my landing page for that. The links for both will be in the description box below the video. My number 3 game-changing product for 2025 squeaked in right at the end of the year. It's a new hair tool. Thought I would do it after the minoxidil since we're talking hair anyway. All right, so here's the product. It's from Timo. It's called the Airflow 2-in-1 straightener and curling iron. The opposite sides of the plates are rounded and they have these little holes, and so air flows out of these. This is the flat ironing part. It's got the regular plates in there. I've been using a regular curling iron for the last couple of years, but I always wanted to learn how to make those nice beachy waves using a flat iron, and I downloaded and saved about 20 different videos showing me how to curl my hair with a flat iron, and I could not make it work with just a regular flat iron. But then I got this, and I guess because it's, you know, kind of curled around this backside, I can use it more like a curling iron, and I actually managed to curl my hair with it, but instead of coming out like really ringlet curls like they were, where it was looking a little too styled and a little too curled, I really like how these come out more as just like beachy waves. The other thing that I love about this is that it's dual voltage, so it's solving my problem that I had on 2 trips to Europe this year where I didn't have a good hot tool to bring with me for the trip, and this is great because I can air dry my hair and then I can either flat iron it or I can curl it with this and I can get it looking good. All right, game changer number 4 is a product from BK Beauty, but it's not a brush. You know, I didn't come out with any new brushes this year, but BK came out with a new solid brush soap, and they sell this in 2 different sizes. There's a little mini if you just have like a couple of brushes, and if you are a major makeup brush user, they have the full size solid, and this is the best brush soap I have ever used. It's all natural and vegan. It's made with coconut oil, so it won't harm the bristles on your brushes. And what's so cool about it is that it comes with a little scrubby pad right inside the lid. So you can do all your brush washing right here. So it gives you everything that you need to wash your brushes right in one little compact package. And I had kind of forgotten about this. The smell of this is so good. It smells really fresh and clean and soft and lovely. It's just a really nice product to use. So basically all you do is wet your brush head, rub it in the soap, then rub it in the scrubby part on the lid, rinse it, and then bam, your brushes are washed. This really made my brush cleaning really quick, really easy. So if you're looking for a quick, easy way to get your brushes clean, definitely check out the BK new solid brush shampoo. And of course, use my code Angie10 for 10% off over at BK Beauty. All right, game changer number 5 is going to be my mini trampoline. I can't bring it up here and show it to you. It's in my basement, but I have a little footage I can insert of me working out on it. I decided to switch my workouts from strictly either Peloton or floor workouts to adding in a mini trampoline because of bone density. Now, as you know, our bones get frail and fragile the older we get. In postmenopause, our bones leach more bone every year than they can gain, and there are only a couple of ways to gain bone back, one of which is to take more supplements of calcium, vitamin D, minerals, and another one is to do impact exercises. And so I decided to add in a mini trampoline so that I could get more impact into my workouts. I did a whole video on it if you want to check that one out. I did a deep dive into the research on mini trampolines, also included a little part in there about vibrating plates. and decided to go with a mini trampoline. And I love the workouts that I do on that. You do some jumping, but you also do weightlifting during the workouts. And I think it's really a good combination of the weightlifting plus the jumping that gives you the impact, plus the stressors on your muscles, on your bones that are going to help to increase bone density. Over the course of the year, it has been one of the best things that I've added. It really helped me to get really re-engaged in my workout routines and be excited about them. And you know, that's part of the challenge, is having the motivation to, like, for me, go to the basement and put on the clothes and get down there and do a workout. And if it's something that I really enjoy, like the mini trampoline, then it makes it so much fun and better to do. So I'll link the mini trampoline that I got. I really like this one. I got the one with springs because it gives a harder impact. And since I was doing it mainly for bone density, I wanted the harder impact. In addition to jumping on my trampoline, I also do jumps on a hard surface. They do make ones with the bungees instead of the springs. You could go that route. I will link both in the info box below the video. That kind of leads me into game changer number 6, which is a new calcium supplement that I started taking this year. Last year, I was taking the Citracal Petites, and I really like those because they were made out of calcium citrate, which is different from the standard calcium carbonate. And that's the kind of calcium that tends to cause like bloating and tummy upset, and it's just not as well metabolized or absorbed. So I was really into Citracal last year. But then I started reading about AlgaeCal, and a lot of people recommended it. And I went to look at it, and it basically is calcium carbonate. Because it is from a plant and it is from a sea plant, it has a lot of the essential minerals that you also need to help build bones included in it. And it also does include vitamin D. And so I was kind of interested in it, but once I saw the price on it, I was like, oh my gosh, that stuff is expensive. Like, I take a bunch of supplements and I can't have one of them be $55 a month. It was just too much for me. I was like, no, that's too much. So I went looking for kind of an AlgaeCal dupe, if you will, and I found this one from Piping Rock. So this is their red mineral algae vegetarian calcium. It's from the exact same plant that AlgaeCal is from. And so it's got the same minerals and the same type of calcium in it. But in here you get 180 capsules for about $16. 180 of these, I take 2 a day, so that will last me 90 days. So that is $16 for 3 months. AlgaeCal would be $165 for 3 months. I like to spread my calcium out throughout the day, so I like getting about 400 to 500 milligrams with each serving of calcium. So for 2 capsules in here, you get 1,000 IUs of vitamin D, you get 480 milligrams of calcium, and you also get 35 milligrams of magnesium. And then it also contains 1,600 milligrams of their sea minerals that comes from that algae. So a whole bunch of, I think it's like 13 or 16 different minerals, kind of all the same ones that you get in AlgaeCal, but at a fraction of the price. So anyway, I've been taking this one for about 6 months, and so far I really like it. All right, moving on to game changer number 7. This is something that is going to help you wear strappy dresses or strapless or backless dresses if you want to wear them and need a way to help the girls stay where they need to be in the dress so that you look good. And I had a couple of really special occasions to go to over the summer, and I wanted to wear this really pretty strappy dress that was pretty backless and everything. And I started looking into, how to hold the girls up in other ways. I looked at boob tape, and I looked at the sticky boobs that you can put on, and none of them were really working right with the dress until I hit on this product, which is basically sticky boobs, but better. And the difference between these and the standard sticky chicken cutlets that you put on is that these are sticky on both sides. They're sticky on the inside, so they stick to your skin, so you put them where you want them, and then they're sticky on the outside, so you kind of lift the whole thing up, put on the dress, and then the dress holds the girls up where you want them to be. They're in the right position in the dress, and can I tell you, these worked perfectly for the dress that I was wearing and for a couple more dresses because I've worn them a few more times. and I absolutely love these. So I actually am showing you two different models. This one is the original one that I bought. This one is a lot thicker, has a lot more padding. It's really thick like this way, and it's got a big chunk of like push-up padding down here. And even for me, I felt like this was a lot of padding inside the dress. I mean, it worked great, but I was on the hunt for a smaller model with less padding and a little less of a push-up shelf. So I found this one, which is, you know, pretty much the same shape, but sideways, it's a lot less thick this way. And it does still have a little bit of a push-up shelf right here, but it's much, much smaller than the other one. So I'm really happy I found these because I feel like it has opened up a whole new world of clothing for me that I felt like I wasn't allowed to wear anymore simply because the girls weren't in the right place. I really love them. And if you're looking for something like this, these can definitely help you out. All right, for number 8, I wanted to put in my favorite pair of jeans for the entire year. This is a pair of jeans that was from my spring lookbook. So I talked about them way back in, I don't know, March or April last year. And yet they still managed to become my top selling pair of jeans for the entire year. And I think it's because they're just like such great looking jeans, such a good brand, and such a good everyday price point. These are under $100 every day. And I love this brand because the denim is super stretchy, but they fit so well and they make you look so good. They kind of give you the look of a $258 pair of jeans for under $100, and I really like that about them. And the last two items are going to be housewares. This one is just a really convenient little thing that I didn't know I needed until I got it, and now I use it every single day. And these are just little microwave bowl cozies. It's almost like a pot holder, but they've stitched it and shaped it so that it's a bowl shape, and they just keep you from burning your hands when you're taking a bowl out of your microwave that you want to eat from. So you just plunk the bowl in here. You can even put the food in the bowl, then put the bowl in here, then put the whole thing in the microwave, and then when you go to grab it out, you just grab this. So I absolutely love these. They're very inexpensive. They come in lots of different colors. They were a game changer for this year because, oh my gosh, saved myself so many little hot hands from pulling things out of the microwave that were just too hot to handle. All right, last one, game changer number 10 is something specifically for this time of year. If you live in a cold climate, you are gonna absolutely love this. It is this big, beautiful faux fur throw blanket. I love this so much, I bought 3 of them. I bought one to start, and I had that one specifically earmarked for downstairs on my sofa. Anytime that I'm down there and it's chilly, I can light the fireplace and, put a show on or read a book and pull up that blanket, and it's so soft and so nice. It's a perfect size. This is the throw blanket size. It also comes in like a bedspread size. So the white one is on my sofa. I bought one that's like an ombre, kind of brown and gray, almost looks tie-dyed. Gave that one to my daughter for Christmas. She loves it. And then I needed another one for my bed because it is so cold right now. The highs have been around 12 to 20 degrees out, and it's going to continue through the weekend. And it's hard to keep the house warm. So I wanted an extra blanket for my bed. So it's like a ribbed kind of faux fur look. And it just looks so elegant and so beautiful on my bed. So this is the furry side. The other side is just like a nice fleece. And this side is so soft and so nice. It's a dupe for a much, much more expensive blanket that retails for, I think it's like over $100. This one is definitely under $50, could be under $40, maybe around a $39 price point. Absolutely love it. Super soft. Nice and warm. All right, so that was number 10, which means that that's the end of this video. So I hope you found the video helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.